I'd have to say that among the very many couples that I've had the privilege of knowing, the story of these two meeting would have to be one of the most classic I've ever heard.
The meeting of this couple was nothing short of a miracle.
So it was on that Friday afternoon that I walked into the front carriage of a train to get home. And I walked and went to my usual spot. And as I walked in, I saw the most beautiful woman I had ever seen in the world. It also had leg room, you know, the spots where you can get the extra leg room. Win-win.
So I work at an optometrist up in Springwood, and Roy used to come in and get his contact lenses from us.
So I had to put all the moves on offer. I thought of my best move, and it was to offer her a book. The book was called When, The Science Behind Perfect Timing.
And every now and again he'd bring his sunglasses in for me to adjust them, and I said, oh God, he'd be really good for Claire. I even thought that back then.
You know, sometimes just occasionally in life, something happens and you think, something's aligning here. And in that car park at Emu Plains, I said I wasn't going to say anything. I'll say nothing more.
So when, as usual, I was collecting Claire from Emu Station and watching her walk towards my car.
We eventually disembarked the train, and I watched her get into a car.
And realised Roy was also watching her walk to my car.
And I thought to myself, I would never see her again.
And when she hopped in and said, I just met the nicest man, I said, Roy?
The next week, I had to get my eyes checked, so I walked into my optometry, and Noreen was there and surprised me when she said,
Hey Roy, I said, you lent my daughter a book on the train. He's like, that's your daughter?
I said, that's cool, how is she? And did my normal great smooth lines about it. Then over the next couple of months, my sunnies kept needing to get repaired all of a sudden. I finally mustered the courage to give Noreen my number to give to Claire. 10 days after that, we're on our first date. And now, here we are, married.
And so in the presence here of God's people, I ask you to state your intentions. Firstly, have you come here to enter into marriage without coercion, freely and wholeheartedly?
Yes.
Are you prepared, as you follow the path of marriage, to love and to honour each other for as long as you both live?
Yes.
And thirdly, are you prepared to accept children lovingly from God and bring them up according to the law of Christ and His church, that is the supreme law of love?
Yes.
Well, since it is your intention then to enter into the covenant of holy matrimony, we invite you to turn and face each other, to join your hands as you now prepare to declare your consent.
I, Roy, take you, Claire, to be my wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for rich or for poor, in sickness and in health. Claire, I promise to love you and to honour you all the days of my life.
I, Claire, take you, Roy, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health. Roy, I promise to love you and to honour you all the days of my life.
On behalf of Christ and His people, the church represented here this afternoon, it's my honour and privilege before this altar to announce you as husband and wife, and to invite you before us as witnesses to share your first married kiss. Congratulations.
Finally, to Roy and Claire, I hope that today you feel like you are on the crest of a wave or the wings of an eagle.
Because after all, your wedding is one day, but your marriage is the rest of them. So if we could all raise a glass to Roy and Claire, We'd like to wish you all the best in your journey together, and thank you for letting us share this day with you.